fun, but I was just going to play for the
like,
whole necrotic thing.
Paladin, vampire, holy smite.
Okay, now I just have an idea for another.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Rhys,
Yeah.
you know when we showed you the next book after we finished Candlekeep? How do you feel about having a Damphia Paladin in your group?
Rhys is like, oh, okay, I guess.
Let me guess. You saw the light?
Oh, that's quite good.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, like, yeah, this is... my rolls in this are worse than my Candlekeep rolls, so...
Alrighty. Yeah, sorry guys, it's going to take me just a quick second to get this set up while I run over. Come on, roll 20. Load for me, baby.
No. It's
Yeah,
late at night. Leave me alone. It's late at night.
It's not. It's only 10:30.
But I'm roll 20.
But I'm roll 20. I don't want to play.
Maybe that's why we got so many nat ones, because we keep trash talking roll 20.
Yeah, actually, maybe.
Oh no, roll 20, we love you. We absolutely love you.
Roll 20, no.
You're so good.
No, roll 20. It's fine. Roll 20. Come on, baby. Roll 20.
Come on, we're
friends. Come on, we're friends. We're all friends here, aren't we?
we love the 20 in your name. You know, we really love the 20 in your name.
We love your system so much. We just so happen to roll our dice through D&D Beyond onto your system. It's nothing against you, baby.
Oh no, baby, don't do that.
It's not you, roll 20.
It's not you, roll 20. It's us.
It's us.
It's us. Roll 20, baby. Come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on.
The cadence in your voice sounds like you're gaslighting roll 20.
Am
so
I?
funny.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
No.
That's not what I said. I didn't mean that. It was a joke. Why are you getting upset?
Oh no. We've come full circle. Roll 20 is going to give us nothing but one.
Yeah, Roll 20 is going to give us nothing right now.
Roll 20, I'm giving you kitty cat loves. Come on.
It's going to be worth something, roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to talk about the clowns after the session.
Actually, I've got some ideas I want to run past you, RE clowns. So,
oh yes.
All right. So I'm gonna. So we're here still currently. All right. Very good. It's stuck into. All right, so everyone's still here? Yeah, so Molly's just had to dip away. She's gone to help a friend with something, so I have carte blanche on the rest of this. All right, so as you guys are recovering from your brief but spirited battle with some of the more unsavory characters that have made their home in these barrows, you guys noticed that the gems that were why is this map grid so bright? I don't like that. So yeah, as you guys are sort of like recalibrating yourselves and patching up some of your wounds after this brief but intense battle with some of the more unsavory undead creatures that have been brought along to this barrow. Can I get one of you to make a perception check for me, please?
Ooh,
I don't mind who it is, but only one of you can do it.
Spoke too soon.
Okay. Josh, you rolled first, so we're going to go with your 11.
Yep.
As you look around, Baz, how injured are you, just out of interest?
I'm at 31 HP out of my new maximum of 42.
Ouch. Okay, yeah, so as you guys are looking around, you know, you're a little too tired to see very much from where you are, as night is slowly but surely starting to roll in. It was never a bright day to start with, but the clouds are gathering ahead, and you do start to feel spits of rain land on your face as you are taking stock of your injuries and that sort of thing. But you do notice, as the sort of area around you is getting slightly darker, these gems that were placed there by these pen pals, shall we say, do continue to radiate a little bit of red light. And you also notice that there is some sort of... Just you only see it for a fraction of a second. But the door to the entrance of the mountain barrow gleams this strange, unearthly teal color just for a moment. Can I get you to make a history check for me, just to see if you know what I'm talking about? That's for Baz.
Ooh. History. Oh, hey, I'm okay at that too. Oh, that's insight.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We'll take it. You remember this from a time a long way back in your past, but it was something that they called Sir Grimble's Fire, which flashed above battlegrounds right before storms started to come in. You're not quite sure what it was, but you do remember looking out over a battlefield, seeing this same ephemeral green color reflecting off the armor and shields of your fallen brethren. You know that it's something that tends to... You're not sure if it's some sort of like charge in the air or some sort of latent magic or something, but it tends to occur where there are lots of dead bodies that have died in very violent and...
It's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign. No. And you noticing this, a chill starts to roll down your spine as the cold rain starts to get a little heavier.
While we're recovering, have you all heard the saying, red at night, fisherman's delight? I think that's the rhyme. Well, then you may not have heard of Sir Grimble's Fire.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell you what the line is. It's green at dawn, time to mourn.
Green at dawn, time to mourn.
Or the way that the old ladies say it is green upon dawning, a time for mourning. But, you know, we don't have time for all those syllables today.
Basically, it's bad, team. It's bad.
Like, we just got surrounded bad? Or worse than that?
Hard to say.
With your 21 on your inside, Baz, you recall that like it's something that happens after a lot of people have died, but it's not necessarily a harbinger of more incoming threat. It's more just like a scar left on the fabric of the plane that you're in by this massive loss and by this violence and the grief.
Yeah, it's just a scar left on the fabric of reality.
Yeah,
You know.
no big deal or anything like that.
Comforting. Fantastic.
I'll be honest, the intricacies of this kind of effect are beyond me. I know how to swing a weapon and hit things with it. But it's an omen, certainly.
And Snesley, when he hears that, will just chuckle with, he missed a few times. So did I.
I didn't do my stretches, my calisthenics this morning, and it really showed.
Hang on, which one of you guys got aged by the previous?
Not me. And Baz wasn't here.
Baz wasn't here, so you're not aged. So just Jar is looking a little grey around the chops. Okay.
I think.
And Thea did as well, but she's not here tonight. So yeah.
And I think Tovull did. But...
I used the feature to get out of it. I still got scared, but I didn't age.
Yeah.
Very nice. So yeah, if you guys would like, you can attempt to set a fire and have a short rest and regain some hit die if you'd like.
Would
Snesley he'll try and light a fire, find something. I'm sure he's good at this. He was.
All right, make a survival check for me, please, Snesley.
Sure.
While Snesley is doing that, I will say to the party, perhaps it's best if we burn these bodies. It might be superstition, but I'm, undeath and all that. Be better if these guys didn't get back up again.
Just looking towards where the specters were, is there any remnants remaining of them, or is it just the wraiths and the zombies and the cultists?
Okay, what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to make an Arcana check, because as you know, specters aren't like corporeal creatures, but because you're a magic user, you do know the signs and symbols to look for that are left behind by creatures like this. So what I'm going to get you to do is make an Arcana check for me.
Yay!
And I obviously got the 19.
Yeah, so with the 19, Snesley, you can definitely set yourself up a little campfire, and I will just get you guys actually a little for that.
Guys, I'm so smart.
Okay, so all right, team. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the. This is what I'm gonna. I do this for my other D&D parties too. The DM inspiration I give you for doing the introduction to the session, it is transferable to other players. If you want to give other players your inspiration, your DM inspiration, you can do so.
Yeah, I think I will give Tovull it, because I think he needs it. This.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Explain to me how it happens as you watch Tovull try to... how do you inspire him, I guess is what I'm saying.
I think Snesley will just walk up to him, sees he's struggling, going, I'm so smart, and you're just going to pat him on the back, going, you're smarter than me. I can make fire, but I can't make fire from my hands like you did. Well, at least can you? I know you can make other things come from your staff.
Fire is not my area of expertise, but yes, I can do some magical things. Maybe it relates to some of the spiritual properties. Let me have a rethink on it.
You definitely, you're so much better at that than me. I mean, I'm just good at swinging big, heavy, sharp things at things.
That means a lot, but you do it so well. Like you were taking things down so aggressively, and it worked perfectly. Bravo!
It didn't work fully this time. I don't know why. Wonder if it's because they were dead already.
Maybe.
But then I was dead already at some point. I don't know. Oh.
All right. In saying that, though, Snesley, you do manage to get the fire going. I've got a little thing on the map here for you. So, Tovull, you can roll that Arcana check again if you like.
Thank you.
It's better. It's better, but
Roll 20. I love you so much.
Okay. Okay. First of all, refresh your page, because I find that helps sometimes if you're rolling hot garbage. But with a 9, you know what you're looking for, but you just can't spot anything. You know from memory, even though you've had a very traumatic day, and you're struggling to get your mind right and think about what you should be looking for. You know that you're looking for some sort of trace of there's a shining dust on the ground that's left behind by these things when they die sometimes. But as the rain is starting to get heavier and darkness is rolling in, there's a peal of thunder that cracks above your head, but you don't see anything. However, as the rain is starting to sled down a little bit harder, with your 19, Snesley, you do manage to erect a sort of canvas lean-to with some of the gear that you have, and there is a fire. So it's not a great shelter, but it's going to keep the elements off you for a little while. At least. Right, so we can do short rest here. So you guys can do some hit die, or you can attempt a long rest.
would we recognize that the deathly effects that were pushed onto us have a longer lasting effect on us, or is that something we just have to figure out?
I think that's something you just have to figure out.
Okay.
Actually, if I scroll back up and read the chat from last time, so I can remember exactly. It's going to give me the whole chat log.
Yeah, the life drain.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what the exact wording of the what the thing did to you guys last time. Okay.
Oh, the aging one.
Yeah. Okay. It's been less than 24 hours since it occurred to you. Or since it happened to you, rather. So you do still have time. But also with your nice high insight check, Baz, you would remember that you've heard something about things like this happening every now and again, but you need some sort of restoration spell. You're not quite sure. It's up to you if you want to explain that to the party, but that's what you remember as you guys are sitting around the fire talking about it.
Yeah, I don't think time's gonna do it for whatever awful magic those creatures unleashed on us. You know, we'll require some restorative, likely when we get back to town.
I mean, I can try something. Oh, do I have the ability to do that? I could try a lesser form of restoration on 2 people, but my staff's kind of running out of juice.
I would appreciate it if you could do such a thing. Again, magic beyond my purview.
Sneezy's just like I'm okay. Look after these other ones.
Okay, we'll see if it works first of all. And Tovull just kind of makes his way over to Bazton and just extends the staff towards your shoulder and just gives it a slight tap as he casts lesser restoration to see if that works.
For Bazton's zombie effect?
Yes, for the
max HP
life drain.
Yeah. I was looking at the other one.
Oh.
So, yeah, the aging one.
Yeah.
I was wanting to heal my boys.
Yeah. Hold on. I don't want your cookies. Leave me alone. Sorry, my apologies, guys. I'm still, as you guys may have figured out, I'm still learning lots of stuff about this game, and this is kind of Molly's she's got fantastic combat chops, and I don't, so I'm just kind of out here trying to figure out like what the rest of the stuff's going on. Okay. Yep, so the lesser restoration will work for the max HP.
Yes.
Great. So you regain your maximum HP back to normal. However, Tovull, is there a healing aspect of lesser restoration here?
No, so it does not heal.
Yeah.
It just restores.
Yeah. So, yeah, Baz, you have restored your full HP pool, but you have not had any healing, so you still remain at that HP level. Jar...
we'll take it.
Okay, yeah. Jar, can I get you to roll a constitution save for me, please, really quickly?
That's not good.
Oh no.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Jar, reduce your total max HP by 5 points, please.
Total.
Do we see anything happen to Jar, or does he just have like
Jar,
a more
okay.
cough?
I'm going to explain what happens to Jar, and it's up to him to determine how he wants to roleplay it. Jar of Dice, because you got hit with that horrific visage situation, the closer it gets to 24 hours past the initial application, the more embedded the spell is becoming into your fabric. So it's no longer just that like you appear older than you are, it's that your body's actually starting to catch up with the age that you look. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's entirely up to you how you want to roleplay it, but unless you get that sorted out, you're going to be an old man cat very, very soon, both in form and function.
I'm going to make the assumption I don't know what has happened, and just that something has happened that's not great.
Yeah, like suddenly your knees don't feel so good, and your back hurts, and it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to start making old man noises.
Yeah,
you know?
you're going to start making dad noises.
And you get up.
I suddenly feel as old as I look.
Are you okay, Jar? I just helped out Bazton. You okay
I
over
feel
there?
good as new.
Oh, I don't feel that great. I don't know if you could do anything.
It'd be really the last time I really do anything with this with my staff, but worth a shot, I guess. And Tovull will jot around the other way.
Okay.
Back
All right.
over to Jar.
Yeah.
Do the same thing of he'll flip over his staff, touching it to Jar's shoulder, and then just pump a little bit of magic left. Not completely expending the staff, but only leaving one slot in it, one charge in it. So he casts Lesser Restoration one more time.
Hey, Tovull.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
Well,
Jar of Dice's fur doesn't return to its usual lustrous and plush sheen that it had before, and the bags under his eyes, as Gucci as they are, remain deep and embedded in his face. You can make an Arcana check here for me if you want, to try and figure out why it didn't work. But as you do so, who's got the backpack like that has all the stuff in it that Inna sent you away with? Like, who's got the stuff that Inna sent you away with?
I have everything bar the gems.
Okay.
I believe Snesley has the gems on them.
Yeah, I think I have the gems.
All right, Snesley, you hear a strange sound coming from your backpack. It sounds sort of like...
You'll lift his backpack and you'll just stick his head in going, what? What?
Come in. Come in. We haven't heard from you.
Yep.
Come in. This is Inna speaking.
And you'll just like, what? Backpack?
All right, so as you stick
my
your
backpack?
head into your backpack, you see that the sending stone that Innes gave to you right as you guys were leaving is glowing violently blue against the bottom of your backpack.
Oh. And you reach in and grab, hello? Yeah. And you're just,
And as you shake it, Innes's voice comes in and out and fades in and out, but she says, come in, adventuring party, come in. This is attempt 467 to make contact. I wish I was joking. Come in.
like, I only just heard it. But it's Snesley here. Yeah, we're here.
There's a couple of beats of silence, and then you just hear this. Oh, thank the stars! We were so worried about you. Is everyone all right? What happened? We haven't heard from you.
Oh, we saw an old lady who shot fire. Some funny things, ugly, big tentacly things, a couple of clawy things. We got rid of those. And then there was an old lady who I put my hand through, like waved my hand through, and then people looked older.
I'm sorry. As you hear the static break up the message again, and you hear Ines' voice say, Mr. Snesley, if you can hear me, please pass me to someone who maybe be able to give me a little bit more of a clear idea of what's actually been happening.
Yeah, okay. Is on the phone. One thing. Shoot. Someone want to talk to her. I'm not good. And I'll pass it to Baz.
And then, because I got separated from the party, I assume I just got lost and then found them again. I give the exact description.
You got lost doing your calisthenics. You went and found a waterfall and then had a really hard time finding your way back.
Yeah, I just tell her how I got lost and then eventually find everyone. Yeah. And because our...
Oh, come on, Josh. I'm going to need a little bit more from you than that. I need you to roleplay that out for me, baby. Come on now.
Oh. Sorry, my bad. Let me roll it back. Yes, reporting in. I apologize. It should have been on my priority list. I did... I said we should take this mission because there was a wonderful view, and I may or may not have been distracted by said wonderful view. I swear I turned my back for a second. I turned around and I had become separated from the party. It took me an embarrassingly long time to catch up and find them. But once I did, I had the entire misadventure that I had missed explained to me by Snesley. And what happened was, well, apparently they found a ghost, I can only assume. A clear creature must be a ghost. Snesley investigated by waving his hand through them. They are looking for grandchildren, and also he mentioned funny stones, and then we fought some undead. They said they were pen pals, but upon inspection, we determined that was a lie, and combat ensued.
I've just got this mental image of Ines on the other end of the sending stone, incredibly relieved to hear from you that you're all alive, but then she hears this first from Snesley, and then from you, Baz, and she's just like...
It's like give it to mother. Yeah, give it to mother. Or something like that. Yeah. Give it to the responsible one.
Yeah, Ines, she sort of breathes out, and you can hear her say, well... Glad to hear you're all alive and in one piece. Did you make it to the barrow?
I think we're close, judging by the abundance of dead bodies. Hold up, let me just put you on speaker so that everyone can join it.
Okay. There's a little button on the side of the sending stone for putting it on speaker. And as you do so, Ines says, hail and well met, travellers. I'm glad to hear you're all still alive and in one piece. Bazton says you have maybe made your way to the barrows and you fought some sort of undead. Can anybody give me any details about these undead who awoke them, anything like that?
Well, some weak guys woke them. Like, and he took like once. I bit one
super
and it died.
weak and like really bad.
Like I bit one and like didn't taste. He didn't like. He tasted better than the other one thing I bit, but like, so he only had one bite and he died. That wasn't a very strong bite.
You had your classic meat and bone undead. You had the shadowy figures. I believe Wraith. I'm not sure. And then we had some see-through undead as well, and they were kind of colorful and sparkly, but when they touched you, you kind of felt something being drained from you, which felt really nasty, to be honest. I didn't like that. There were a lot of them, and we believe that there is more, maybe not more coming, but a great sign of undeath happening within this part of the land.
Thank you, Tovull. It is good to hear your voice. I'm surprised that you've made it there in one piece, being as green as you are. But thank you. That's more than enough to know. Are you saying that these people summoned more than one kind of undead? Did they summon them specifically to attack you, or were they there already?
The undead.
They summoned them
Shambles
specifically.
said they seem to be summoning for a ritual, I believe they said. The others they did summon to attack us.
Some sort of ritual? Do you know if there had been any, I assume you made your way through the village?
Yes.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of red stuff on the floor in the village.
Oh,
that
yeah.
place was meant to be abandoned over 20 years ago. There shouldn't have been anyone there in the first place. We determined that it was a no-go zone for many different reasons. There shouldn't be anyone there at all. The fact that there was some sign of fresh blood or of something else is worrying in itself.
Oh, and little friend, she fell in a hole.
Who
was
fell in a hole? Thea?
Yeah, it was like a long, about 6 foot deep hole.
We walked through a
And a
graveyard.
funny stone, but at the end of it,
Context.
been dug up. Someone had dug it.
All right. Now, I'm not able to get anyone to your position to help you for at least 2 or 3 days. Will you be all right to continue on with your mission, getting into the bower itself?
Although Jar's starting to make funny noises. He's sounding a bit like the old professor at the school. A couple of them. He's making weird groans as he stands up.
Are you all right there, Jar of Dice? Is there something ailing you?
I feel like I'm 20 years older.
Well, being out in the elements will do that. As I said, I can have someone to your position in approximately 2.5 days. We can't get any portals to you at all at this stage, as there's something blocking us from being able to send one through. So
These will just pop up. It happened, after, as I was waving my hand through the lady, she sort of screamed and I said she was scary, but she wasn't that scary.
maybe not to you, Mr. Vipers, but remember, you're the only one who's been dead before.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, if you can, I would suggest getting inside the barrows. If you've been unmarked by anything here, you should be able to get in. Generally, these sorts of places only allow the living and the truly dead. So you should be all right.
I know this is a really niche question, or I believe for your land it's a really niche question. Do you have any reports of a missing grandchild about 40 years ago within this area?
Not that I can think of, but I can find out for you.
That'd be appreciated. We're looking for a ghost of a child, apparently.
Do you have any names or anything like that?
Oh god, did they tell us a name? Just like, Tom was just like, there's a link there like, oh god, I'm a horrible person. I can't remember.
I didn't ask what their name was. Oh my god, I'm the worst.
Snesley just wouldn't have noticed.
Poor Tovull's got social anxiety. He's like, oh my god, I'm the worst person alive. I didn't ask what their name was. Oh my god.
I was
Snesley has
alive
no care in the
for about
world.
10,000, now I can't remember.
Tovull, I'm going to stop you from this is Innes speaking. I'm going to stop you from rolling in too far, as I've just about burned through this particular charge on the sending stone on my end, and I want you to save the charges on yours because we might need to get in touch with you again soon. I will look into it. I will be in touch as soon as I find anything out. As long as it's from the Brittlespoke village, I should be able to find something. In the meantime, be careful. Don't go writing any letters to anyone, even if they say they're pen pals, or something.
I was really hurt by that.
I'm sure experiencing
was low.
the first of many betrayals, Tovull, is going to be difficult, but it's a lesson you're better off learning early. All right, rest well, adventurers. I will be in touch as you see the sending stone go from glowing bright blue and pulsating light to fading into the same dull grey color it was before it was activated. So,
Then Sneeze will just get it and just dump it back in the backpack.
You dump it back in the backpack at the very bottom? Wow.
Yeah,
All right, you heard him. That's Canon. Yikes. Okay,
Perhaps
so
we should check
Easily
that thing
good thing.
more often.
What?
What I'm learning.
I mean, Baz, you're more
Let
than
me
welcome to
just
take
read
it
it.
out of Snesley's backpack if you want. You can wear it on a string around your neck just to be on the safe side, or like tucked into a
Yeah, no, what-
tucked into a little pager, like on his hip, like a dad from like
Yes,
1997.
May
Absolutely.
not
Seriously,
know
do you
what.
mind-
May not. Putting his hand in this backpack.
Do you
Everything's
mind
Why
if
is it
I-
sticky?
Do you mind if
Oh,
I
that's my
take
blood
that
sausage.
stone back, Snesley?
Oh, and I'll put my hand in and pick up something. Oh no, that's not. Oh, actually, that's not it. And just take a bunch of. Oh, actually, that's yeah, and take a bite out of this blood sausage that he found in that pocket in there.
It's like
hang on.
lint. It's covered in like lint and bits of dirt. And he's like, delicious.
Yeah. Oh, hey, here it is. And he just pick it up and just okay, you can have it. Like, just, yeah, it's the only time it's ever done that, made that noise. So yeah.
Just in case, we should have it handy. And yeah, I'll clip it onto my. No, I put it into a Baz's fanny pack.
Yeah, it goes in the fanny pack.
Yeah.
All right.
Just quickly looking into the backpack. Can I see that if the gems that were summoned for the slards are reacting whatsoever in this area?
Oh,
Ooh.
make a perception check at advantage. Okay. You notice, Tovull, as you're going through your backpack and you're looking at these gems, is this where you're sitting next to the campfire right now underneath the lento?
Yes.
Okay. So you notice as you're pulling, how many gems are you pulling out? Just the one, or are you going to grab a couple, or?
I'd say roughly 2.
Okay. So as you pull 2 out of the backpack, you notice that, like, as you sort of sit back away from the fire, you're holding them in your hands. The one that is closest to this gem here, with a 16, you notice that it doesn't necessarily glow. It's hard to tell because of the firelight bouncing off the surface of the gem. But the one that's on your left-hand side, so closer to this one, starts to feel a little bit warmer in your hand than the other.
Huh. Does anyone know about different temperature gems? And I'll swap hands and see if it's just like a weird. One of my hands was warmer than the other, sort of thing, and just kind of try and feel it out to see if I can try and figure out what the difference is between.
Yep. So
the
as
two.
you move this gemstone to your other hand, you notice it cools down again quite quickly. The 16.
Okay. Is that gem specifically closer to the flame, or is it further away from the flame?
So they're equidistant from the fire. I'm talking about this gem over on this side here. So that's why I was asking if it was on your left or on your right. So now both of these gems are in your right hand, so they're furthest away from this gem over here.
Ah, okay.
So and they both grow at the same temperature, cooler again.
Ah, okay. I understand.
But yeah, they don't seem to be interacting with the fire at all. Jar,
Yes.
can I get you to make a perception check, please? Okay. Even though you are an old cat now, your ears are still much, much sharper than the humans or humankind that are surrounding you. But as Tovull is mucking about with these gemstones in front of you, you start to hear a high-pitched, like, tinnitus whine in the ear. So in your left ear, so the one that's closest to this gem, you start to hear a high-pitched whining noise as Tovull is mucking about with these stones in his hands.
Can I, I want to just like pull out my crossbow and shoot at the gem. Like,
The one that Tovull's holding? That's brave.
no, the one behind me.
the one behind you over here.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep, so you can take your crossbow out and level a bolt at it if you like. Roll to hit. So this is what kind of damage? Like, is this magic damage of any description at all that's coming out of this crossbow at the moment, or no?
It's a +1, so I assume it's magic.
Okay, let me just look at something really quickly.
I feel like things are about to kick off. Do we have time for a short rest, or are we still?
Oh yeah. You guys have had a successful short rest.
Hey.
That's why you got like. This is why I gave you a short interlude so you could talk to Ennis and like patch up your wounds and do this sort of stuff. So yeah, you've all successfully had a short rest. So regain any. You can use your hit die. You can regain any spell slots if you do so from a short rest. Please feel free to do that. All right. So as you level, oh Tovull, oh bro, you are not having a good day on this, are you? Oh, you poor thing. Yikes. Okay, so as Jar is leveling his crossbow at this gem, and you fire off a shot, Jar, because your hearing is so much better, you hear first the ting of the metal tip of your arrow striking this gem, and you hear a cracking noise. But the sound that comes afterwards, you don't necessarily hear it as so much as feel it, as it races up from the base of your brain right into your eyes, sending a searing pain through your temples as you hear a shriek of a soul or something escaping from whatever it is that you just hit with your bow. This is the screaming noise of a truck bearing down on its engine brakes. This is the screech of a landslide. This is what it sounds like when a glacier cracks and falls. It is that sort of, like, cataclysmic noise. But you don't hear it. You feel it. As your connection with some of the things that are dead around here. Like before, I don't know if you could sense them that well, given that they were under control of something else, but given your history, given your particular set of skills that make you a nightmare for people like me. Thank you. Gonna do a Liam Neeson Taken bit for a whole second here. Yeah, there's something really, really wrong here. There's something feels arcane and unholy and really, really wrong about what you just heard and felt.
I'm gonna react I guess like I'm gonna grab my head, like I've just had like this massive migraine strike me. Yeah.
Gerard, you really are not doing well, are you? You okay?
I don't know.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me, Jar.
Oh no.
Not very wise.
As you're sitting there with your head in your hands like this in front of the fire, feeling the after effects and the aftershocks of the screech that has just run through you, you start to feel what feels like hands reaching around the side of your face that aren't your own, and you feel them cover your eyes and your mouth and your nose, and you feel a breeze of something breathing against your ear and your cheek, and it says, "Let us out."
Do you guys hear that?
Let us out.
What are you
Just
feeling
what?
right now?
Free us.
I think, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I think we need to break the gems.
Was that? Is he like, are you sure?
I think that the gems are storing the souls of people. I think I'm not sure.
I mean, I can.
You go. Okay.
I can.
Yeah.
give it a go.
Okay.
Good enough. So you.
Perhaps
mean-
we should have Tovull take a look. We're not particularly skilled in these, arcane devices, but we do have a spellcaster with us.
Yeah.
I have not been able to figure out anything on your world. This stuff is weird to me.
I saw your face.
But
and I thought it was just
as-
scrunched
This
up
stuff,
in
whack.
concentration.
Gems, whack. Zombies, whack.
as Sneezy said, okay, before Baxter even starts saying something, he's already moved across to that gem up here.
All right, so Snesley, as you approach it, can I get you to make, this will be probably an insight check more than anything else, as you sort of get closer to it, because it's like dark now, and like the only light sources is the stuff rolling off the surface of these gems and your campfire a little ways off.
16.
16? Okay. As you get a little bit closer, you can see, like, because how big did Molly describe these gems to you as being? Like, the first time you ran into them? Did she go through that with you guys at all? I can't remember, that's why I'm asking.
They're like handheld sort of gems.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, these ones here that are surrounding you are significantly bigger. So they're kind of like if the ones that Tovull had like in his backpack were the size of like a closed fist, imagine these ones as being about the size of someone's head. So it's gone from like closed fist to about a head size. As you can see them sort of like rotating and gleaming gently as rain sort of gathers on them and then drips down the bottom. But Snesley, as you approach this one, you can see that there's definitely a crack in the side of this, and something a lot darker than rain is dripping out of this crack and mingling with the water and splashing onto the ground below. It's also red. Make a
Sneezy
wisdom
be like-
saving throw, Sneeze.
No.
But no!
I'm not raging, so this is no good. This may not go well. Jesus Christ!
120!
One
120, come on!
I'm not raging, so I can't even use my
Okay.
bloody advantage.
I'm gonna be back in a second. I need a drink for this. I'll be back in, like, just give me a moment.
Oh no.
Oh, it's so bad.
Drinks are required.
Uh,
They couldn't have put less, like, people who were less prepared for this threat in charge.
So at least, guys, this won't be canonical because it'll just be a TPK. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we have this where no, if one of us dies, we all die here.
Yeah. We all go down.
Oh.
Manacle DM laughing. Oh no.
Hey, Snesley,
yes.
you're real thirsty, baby.
No.
You're real thirsty, baby. As you watch
Bye.
this fluid it goes from being like an ooze to a trickle to, a steady flow. And as you're watching it, it starts to gush out of the side of this thing. So imagine it's gone from like a dripping tap to a tap that's been pulled onto full roar, splashing out of this thing and hitting directly on the ground underneath. And it looks like you're a man in a desert, and this is the first source of fresh water you've seen in weeks. You stick your head underneath the base of this gem and start to guzzle the fluid coming out.
Oh yeah.
Who's standing the closest to Snesley right now?
For sure, Bears. I think I
Yeah.
tried to get up to be like, maybe don't do that.
It's a little late for that, champion.
I know.
So Snesley, as you are drinking this, it is splashing all over your face and like running down your chest as you're just lapping this up. Your teeth are getting longer and longer and sharper, and you, Baz, you hear this more than see it as Snesley's bones start to crack and crunch as he looks like he's growing in front of you. and you're hearing these guttural snarls and gulps and wet noises as Snesley is just gorging himself on whatever's coming out of this. You have a choice here, Baz.
Okay.
You can either... Actually, no. I'm going to let you say what you wanted to say first, and then we'll see.
Can I try and rush Snesley and tackle him to the ground?
Okay, yes, you can definitely try that. I'm going to need you to make a contested strength against Snesley.
Okay.
But Snesley, you get to add a +5 to your strength check here, bud.
Oh.
Oh no.
Alright. Just roll just a standard straight strength.
Yeah, strength check, and then add a +5 to whatever your result is.
So just roll on strength.
Can I still feel anything?
Yeah, you can. So Jar, as you're like watching your buddy and your teammate just guzzling down whatever's coming out of this, you're feeling this. It's sort of I don't know if you've ever had a tooth pulled or like popped a blister and like felt like the fluid and stuff come out, like that release of pressure. That's kind of what you're feeling. It's kind of like the cork's been popped, the dam is broken, and whatever was causing this pressure and this pain and this like relentless pushing feeling that you experienced before is being released. Like it's flowing away from you at this point, but from what you're looking at, you think it's flowing directly into your friend. And from what you know, it's probably not a good thing. Snesley, you're still thirsty as baby.
Can I take another? Can I take another shot at the gem?
Yeah, you can. Roll to hit. Yep. So you take another pot shot at this gem, narrowly missing Snesley's face as he's got his head underneath it, and like he's kind of just like he's pretty much in the way. But you do sink another arrow into this thing, and rather than bouncing off and just causing a crack, this one sinks directly into the crack you made before, cleaving this thing even deeper. And Snesley, as you've got your head underneath this, the flow starts to slow down to a drip, 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 as you turn to watch Bazton Brick barreling at you full strength for a spear tackle to knock you away.
I got a 13.
Yeah, Snesley, you watch Bazton barreling towards you, and in this state of being fully, like having your thirst slaked, feeling fully satisfied for the first time that you can probably ever remember, you grab Bazton by the face and slam him into the ground using his own momentum against him. And I'm going to need you guys to roll initiative.
Let's go!
Against Snesley, but we're going to pick that up next session.
Damn.
It is 11:15. I know I am a night owl. Do you guys need to go to bed?
I don't need to go to bed.
I kind of do. I've got stuff I got to do tomorrow, but hey,
Very fair.
it's only driving the other half around for stuff for her, so I can do that with my eyes closed, just about.
I've had an early morning, so I should probably head off.
All right. Yeah, but I think that's probably a great place to call it there before I send you into full PvP, Steez.
PvP versus was it?
It's the three of you versus Snesley.
Dragged up
Super
Snesley.
Yeah, but you're not going to be in full control of your capabilities, Snesley. This wouldn't have happened if you'd rolled anything other than a nat 1. But you know, it do be like that sometimes. But yeah, no, great session, guys. You made it through all of this combat just fine. But you guys do know that you have backup coming. And you know, you probably won't kill each other. I don't think. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, you know, this is thirsty-ish.
Oh, he's not thirsty anymore. He is like the only satisfaction he's ever had. So you're probably not going to have your vampiric bite to go with.
Oh.
Yeah, there's. I'll fill you in on this later. But yeah, no, it's going to be a fun little PvP interlude, I think.
So excited.
I might be able to do one of the nights next week.
Okay.
but I will be away for the Matuki weekend.
Yep, that's okay. We'll figure something out. I think what we might do is, like, if you guys have any other nights free that aren't the weekend, let me know, because I'm only working like a day and a half next week because I'm going to let myself recover and rest from like my finals and all that sort of stuff. So if you guys have a day that isn't the weekend that you do have free and we can all sort of get together and have a play, then let me know. Other than that, stress less, and we'll see you next weekend.
It's probably only Friday because I've got Tuesday night game generally, and also like early morning starts. So
yeah, I know it's rough on you.
5:30 starts. So
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. The other half's away this week.
That's okay.
Week, so there's no much D&D.
Too much D&D. What's that? Fibs and lies.
It's like apparently there's such a thing as too many dice. I don't think so.
Nah, filth and lies. Filth and lies, absolutely.
Look. This is enough dice.
No, it's not.
This is full of. This has got dice
God.
and other D&D gear. It's not all dice.
It's not all dice.
That would
all
be
dice.
too many dice, I think. If that was all dice.
I mean, it's books and. I mean, it's full.
It's all of your
few.
D&D stuff, though, which lovely.
It's got a few.
Just not going too hundies. It's not totally outrageous.
It's only about 45 sets.
Oh,
Although someone made the mistake of showing me, which I haven't gone. Oh, actually, BD&D next week. Haha. Might have to stop on Wednesday. Someone made the mistake of showing me that they've got other RGB dice in there, like LED ones. They have different design on them. They're like more designy, and it's like.
Heck yeah! All right, I'm gonna end the recording there, I think.